Revolutionary greetings, comrades. On the 12th of October 2022, ENCA, a television station in South Africa, will host a discussion on migration. We've been invited to participate to discuss the challenges of migration in South Africa, and of course, we look into migration globally. We've been invited to participate. If you have access to TV, please tune in as we'll be having this discussion. I'm told they've invited other panelists to participate. If we're given an opportunity to be panelists, we will articulate the migration question from our own perspective. But of course, I'm a communist, though I will not be representing the Communist Party. We will unpack migration from a Marxist perspective. What informs migration? These are the questions that we need to deal with, because it cannot be correct that we, as black people, post-liberation, though liberation is not complete, as we have always said, we fight over each other, over a place to sell at Barak or another rank terminus or at the tax rank. We fight over spaza shops, but we don't fight over the commercial banks, over mines, over land, and so forth. But it's a discussion that we must have, so that we begin to say, what do we mean by economic freedom? So we'll discuss, because migration is, as a result, in the main, of the capitalist system. But of course, it's older than that. All of us have been migrating over decades. So we'll have this discussion. The other issue that we are discussing in this video, shortly though, is that if you are a Zimbabwean, you have lost your Zimbabwean ID, Istupa. Many people have been asking us this question. The consulate does not offer those services. So if you have lost your Zimbabwean ID, you need to go back to Zimbabwe to apply for a Zimbabwean ID. If your child was born in South Africa and is now above 16, they have to have a Zimbabwean ID. You need to go to Zimbabwe and apply for the ID, because the Zimbabwean consulate is not offering such services at the moment. Yes, there are discussions amongst themselves and the Office of the Registrar General, but we don't know when these processes are going to conclude. But for now, if you have lost your Zimbabwean ID, you want to replace it, or you want to acquire a new one, you must go to Zimbabwe. The last point that we want to raise here, you remember, we spoke about the VFS offices in Pretoria, where we said we are receiving information that you have been asked, or applicants have been asked by officials there, to pay something like 500 rands or so for them to assist you to write proper documents. For instance, the recommendation letter from your employer, then they will charge you money. And others, of course, in this channel on YouTube, were saying, no, it is not correct, because some people go there not with the proper documents. When another comrade was arguing on this YouTube channel, I had to copy a message that was sent to us, which was giving some detailed information on how this corruption is said to be happening. I had uploaded or copied the message from our Telegram chat group and posted it on this YouTube channel, because it's important that whatever we discuss, we must have facts, because most of the things that we discuss are things that you tell us, and we raise these issues. For instance, Comrade Font, she was there in Pretoria at VFS, says, Comrade Mabena, We arrived here at 8. In fact, they were there the previous day, yesterday. It says, Comrade Mabena, we arrived. Our appointment was at 8 o'clock. But other people, because they are bribing some people outside, whether it's security, whether it's officials, they are now treated like VIPs. Instead of them, this comrade was explaining, submitting their documents at 8 a.m. They ended up submitting at 1 p.m. because they didn't have money to pay bribes. And the comrade, female comrade, of course, phoning says, Comrade Mabena, please ask our people not to bribe. And we are indeed saying this to you. Why do you like bribing? Why? I mean, you book online, you have your time allocated to you. Why do you want to jump the queue? Why do you want to create corruption? This thing must stop. You do all your application process online, then you are given a date to go and submit. Go at the appointed time and submit. And this thing of encouraging corruption, it must stop. And most of you will again be crying. You are going there to bribe. Then you get rejected. Remember in the previous video, we said we cannot advise on how you apply for a waiver because we do not have that information. I remember I was sitting with one minister whom I will not mention here. I said, Comrade, tell me, how does a domestic worker apply for a waiver? The comrade said, Comrade Mabena. I said, yes. How does someone working at an engine garage as a petrol attendant apply for a waiver? So the second person was a very close person to the Department of Home Affairs. Said, Comrade Mabena, I do not know, but I will ask. Up to now, he has not responded to me or came back to me to advise. Because we have said to them, we are unable to advise people on how to apply for a waiver when they are working as domestic workers, petrol attendants, Uber drivers, because South Africans can do this job. And I want to believe that you are not the ones that now are going to the Pretoria office, VFS office and pay bribes. Then when you get rejected, you would say, Comrade Mabena, we have been rejected. But why do you pay a bribe? So as I'm concluding, we're still waiting for the Department of Home Affairs to explain to us what appears to be a simple but a difficult question to say. How does a domestic worker apply for a waiver? Because in terms of the Immigration Act, it is not clear to us. This is why most people that consult us say, leadership of the ZIM community, African Diaspora Forum, please assist us. We say we do not know because we do not know. It's not that we don't want to assist, but because we do not know. So we've explained the issue of a waiver in different videos, which you now clearly understand. So until we meet with the Director General of Home Affairs for him to answer this simple but difficult question, which we'll raise again tomorrow when we're given an opportunity to, when we're discussing immigration on channel 403 at 1400 hours. Tomorrow is the 12th because I don't know when you're going to see this video. Because if you watch it on the 12th, it will say tomorrow and you'll think it's the 13th. No, I'm saying on the 12th of October at 1400 hours South African time, there will be this discussion. So I will raise also this question. And I want the journalists to ask this question, to say, how does a domestic worker apply for a waiver? Because to be honest, we do not know. Otherwise, please share with us your own experiences, right? In the comment section. Remember, you get your Zimbabwean ID in Zimbabwe, not at the consulate, but other documents, the Zimbabwe consulate assist you. And we want to thank them because they've been going around the country in South Africa and a number of provinces assisting Zimbabweans who are not documented. Otherwise, want to hear your views in the comment section. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed to this YouTube channel. Otherwise, have a great day. Goodbye.